everyone, it's Teacher Jamie with ESLOnlineTeaching.com, and today I am here to help you with the hiring process of VIP Kid 2020. Here we go. Now I do want to mention that a lot of people will find somebody to help them coach as they go through the hiring process. And this is really great because then you have no questions, because you can go to someone and actually ask. All the YouTube videos are fabulous, but if you really feel like you need that additional support, don't hesitate to reach out to anybody that teaches with VIP Kid because they can easily help you. Yes, there is a bit of a bonus for the person that refers you, and that's not my objective here today. I am just here to give you the hiring process step by step for 2020 and currently in the month of April. So if you're watching this a little bit later in the game or further on, this still has great information, but just know I will mention things that apply to our current situation with the coronavirus. All right, here we are. So I've tried to break this down into 4 easy steps for you. Now, when you first start the hiring process, you're going to be like, what? They don't leave you alone. And don't let that stop you, because you can actually email them and say, hey, I need a little more time and some space. They always give you deadlines, but they're not really strict on them. So don't let that intimidate you. I promise you, it's nothing. It's nothing to be afraid of. I'm going to give you step number 1 with 3 bullet points. Are you ready? Here they are. 1, you need to be eligible to work in the US or in Canada. Now, does that mean I have to live in America or I have to live in Canada? No, you just need to be eligible to work here. That means that you need to have a citizenship. But in the case that you live in California and you are able to work and eligible to work in California, look at Assembly Bill 5 in California and you'll understand why VIP Kid is not joining up with teachers in California currently. That might be helpful right now, and that's very current information. Bullet number 2, you need to have a bachelor's degree, and it can be in anything. So I am a public health major. I do love to teach and I love to educate people, but I didn't study early education, and yet I still work with children in the job that I do, and I absolutely love it. In fact, it's definitely my jam. I love it. These kids are just so fun. I mean, anyway, I can go on and on. Bullet point number 3 is that you need to have some experience. Does this mean you need to go out and get a teaching job? Nope, it doesn't. It just means that you need to look at the last few years, maybe more than that, and see how often you have actually worked and taught children. It could be in your church, like I was able to put that on my application. It could be that you homeschool your children like I do. Or you could also put that you have volunteered at YMCA or at your local rec center. I also have 6 children and I do that on a regular basis. Okay, I didn't put that, but it's legit. I mean, it seems like it would work, right? Anything to do with working with children, this is an opportunity for you to do a little reflecting and to see how much you have done. Add it all up and it should come to 1 to 2 years. That is the safe zone. Got it? You got it. That pretty much sums up step number 1 in the hiring process. It is the basic information that will help them know if you are really worth moving on to the next step. I shouldn't say if you're worth it. I mean, because we're all worth something, right? But I mean, like, it's the filter. It's the filter to find all the right people. Just know that they're just filtering. And it's a good thing because you don't want to get into the mix of all this and then find out, what? I had to have a bachelor's? What? No, you want to know right up front. So that is step number 1 is the screening process. Step number 2, this is kind of the demo and your interview. And they have different options. There are 3. In our current circumstances, we are not doing live demos. And so you only have 2 options, which is the smart demo, by far the best, and the video demo. The smart demo is really the one we all highly recommend to anyone that's applying. And that's because it is seamless promise it's so easy, and so highly recommend that one. You will get the app on your phone and you will just have one slide, a little quiz. You will just simply teach that slide as if you were in the classroom. It does not need to be like elaborate and amazing, and it's pretty simple. You should not feel intimidated by this at all. It takes maybe 2 minutes at most. The video demo, you will take a little bit more time, like 5 minutes. And that's just because you have 3 slides. It's not as slick with the app. You have to like submit it, and it's just, there's more steps to it. I recommend the Smart Demo. You will be glad you went that route as well. Step number 3 is our mock or certification stage. And this is a little bit of the more intense part of the hiring process. But don't let that intimidate you. You should feel totally at ease because you have unlimited chances to do the mock or certification. VIP Kid also offers a lot of support and training for you. But if you have a coach, they should help you as well. So you have so many people there cheering you on and holding your hand. You really can't mess this up. Don't be afraid of it. Now, a little side note with the mock and certification, you can certify for levels 2 and 3. I think those are the perfect levels to start at, but you can certify for level 4 and 5 at this point as well. Some teachers might recommend to do both at the same time, so you actually can teach 4 different levels. Or some people say, no, just start with levels 2 and 3. But if you're ready to just jump in, baby, go for it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It does give you a lot of variety. Mix up the level of conversations, because when you have those little 2 and 3 levels kiddos, your conversations are a lot more limited to just the slides. But when you start getting into 3s and 4s, you definitely can have a lot more conversation and a lot more extension into other things. So you may want to go that route. I love my upper level. Yeah, go for both. Go for it all. So that's me, but you know what's best for you. Now, you really need to take note of this. When you are in this mock or certification stage, there are some really important key things that you should have with you. And when you're doing this, 1, you should have a nice background. That's something bright and cheery. It's like preschoolish almost. Oh, she's serious. This lady's on it. She's on it. Or he's on it. I think super helpful to have a name sign, have puppets and props, fun things that you can use to engage in the mock class. Make sure you have great lighting. That is a big one. They want to make sure that they can see your face. You're not like this dark, hidden, little scary person behind the screen. No. You want lighting. Make sure it's good. Have a headset if you can. That would be super helpful. This mock class is so important that they actually will base your base rate pay off of your performance. So this is why a lot of teachers help and give a lot of guidance. Applicants want to get the best base rate they can. Currently, I have heard the norm is $7.50 base pay. So you're looking at about $15 an hour as your base pay, because I'm all about that base. Right now, there's so many applicants probably coming in that it is probably starting that base pay a little lower than what I know and have seen in the past. So just know that's current and that's for 2020. Hopefully it will improve over time. There are ways to increase your pay off of your base pay. So just know that that base is there, but you can always go higher with lots of different things. How many classes you teach, how many students you've taught, how long you've been with the company. Also, you could do short notice, which I have a video on that. So if you want to watch that, go check it out. Okay, we are at step number 4, and there are some bullet points that I want you to take note of because it seems like there's a lot to still do, but you are at the finish line. This is so exciting. I love this stage. Even though there's a lot to it, I still think it's like the funnest creative part because you're starting to market yourself and you're going to start doing the bookings. So here is what you need to know. Bullet point number 1, you need a copy of your degree so you can scan it and upload it to the company. And you also need to submit all your certifications if you have any. This is when you will need to take the TESOL certification with VIP Kit or through another company. And if you don't know anything about that yet, you will. I can give you a link in the description box below and you can learn more about that certification. Bullet point number 2 is that you're going to need to do a background check. No worries. They will do it for you. So VIP Kid will get your information and they will actually do the background check on you. So it's not that difficult really because they're doing all the work. Next, bullet point number 3, you need to upload 3 pictures of yourself. Now they need to be professional. They can't be, cute little selfies. Obviously a nice selfie. They'll give you all the steps on how they need to look. So just know you need 3 photos of yourself. You will also need to make a profile video, which is super fun because this is where the children will get to see you and say, this teacher looks very fun and interesting. So I love making the profile video. Once you have signed and it's been approved and you are hired, woohoo! You are ready to start doing some bookings. This is so exciting. Currently, there is a delay because there are so many other applicants. So you might see a little bit of delay, even up to 2 weeks is what I'm hearing. Just know they haven't forgotten you. It's just they're backed up. I hope that you have a lot of success with the tips and tricks that I have helped you with here. All right, that is the hiring process for VIP Kid, current 2020 information, but also applicable hopefully in the future as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe because I hope to have a lot more great content coming your way to help you become an ESL online teacher. It's a job that I absolutely love and I am so grateful that I can do it from my home as a mother of 6 children that homeschools. It's perfect. It is a wonderful job, I have to say. Anyway, I'll catch you in my classroom. Actually, I'll catch you on my channel next time. See you later. Thanks. Got a frog in my throat. All right. Pull it together. Pull it together.